Wanted to do kind of a quick look and review of a gun that I haven't seen online before. It's by Girsan, which is a company out of Turkey. They're imported by EAA. This one happens to be the model MC21. It does come in a blue plastic box, holes for padlocks, slide releases. Open the box. It does have varying cutouts in the foam. It does come with a bore brush, your traditional padlock. It does come with a manual, lifetime warranty from Girsan and EAA. It does have the manual. It does cover the different variations that Girsan makes of this, and they're all based off of the Beretta 92 model design. Inside the manual are black and white photos showing how to clean, function, disassemble, firing, maintenance. It does have exploded views of the different models, including the exploded view of the MC21. Like I said, this is going to be very similar to the MC18, the MC17, and the MC39, which is what is more traditional to the Beretta 92 model. And they also have a compact version, and then more of a full-size 92. It is a all-metal gun with plastic side panels that are removable. It is, like I said, made by Girsan, made in Turkey, imported by EAA out of Florida. Move this out of the way. It is a full all-metal gun, so it does have some weight to it. And I'll show that it is clear. Empty magazine. Empty chamber. I haven't fired this yet. We'll see if we can get a weight on it. Unloaded, it's coming in at 2 pounds, 2.75 ounces. It is does have a decocker safety. So with the hammer back, it does have a rolling block that is in there. So when you pull down the lever, it decocks it by rotating the firing pin out of the way and brings down the hammer and then gives you a dead trigger. Instead of the open slide like the traditional Beretta 92 is, this does have a full slide, but it has these relief cuts on the top and the sides. It also has ports in the barrel to allow for help with the muzzle rise. It is chambered in 9mm, and we'll take it apart here. We'll also get that's part of that decocker, because when it's back there in the decocker mode, it's not going to let the hammer stay back. And then we'll get a trigger weight, and it is a heavy trigger on the double action. It's going to come in right around almost 12 pounds. Came in 11 pounds, 5.3 ounces. In the single action, it takes up a lot of that movement and makes a lot lighter trigger. And we'll get that one too. That one came in about 4 pounds, 8 ounces. Talking about the trigger, we'll look at that. In that double action mode, it is a long, heavy trigger from the start. So there's just a little bit of take up. And then from that, there's creep, 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 creep. Then you can start feeling the hammer coming back. And like I said, it is a long, heavy 12-pound trigger until you get to the break. and then the reset on the double action is all the way back to the top. But on a single action, it takes up a lot of that take up. So then you have just a little bit of take up before you hit to the wall, just a little bit of creep, and right there's a trigger. I'll do that again. Just a little bit of take up, and right there's the wall. I'll do a reset, show you what that's like. It comes out right there. You can hear the audible. Then there's a little bit of take up again, and then the fires. Comes apart, like I said, just like the Beretta 92. And drop the magazine. On this side, there's a button that pushes in. Rotate down the takedown lever. And hold on to the slide because it does have a little bit of spring, so it'll pop off a little bit. Pull the slide off. It does have a all metal guide rod with a non-captured spring, so you can do some tuning. And then the barrel itself comes out. The barrel does appear to have some polish work done to the feed ramp from the factory. With the 9mm in there, it does sit in the chamber nicely. I don't see any real machining marks or anything as far as that goes. It looks very clean, very nice, well oiled when it came from Girsan, because I haven't had this out and fired it yet. I haven't had it to the range. To assemble it is fairly easy. Put the barrel in. Put the spring on the guide rod. Put it in the front hole. Lock it onto the barrel. Put it on the slide, and it does have long slide rails, so you get some good support. And you just pull it back, and it's on. Looking at the play, it's not hardly any side to side, and no, I'm not pointing the gun at me, I'm pointing it at the camera. No, just a little bit of up and down. It does have 3-dot white sights, which are nice and easy to pick up. It is a 4.3-inch barrel. I'll get a couple little measurements for the people that want to know. You're looking at the slide, you're looking at about 29.4 millimeters. The grip is running right around 33.7. Like I said, it is a 4.3-inch barrel. Overall length is going to be well over 6 inches. Like I said, it does have a 15-round metal Metgar made magazine for it, which does stick out just a little bit past there. It does have a lanyard loop. Gripping the gun, I have probably average size hands, and I can clearly get 3 fingers on the bottom. I can push the magazine release with a little bit of movement of my thumb. Breaking my grip. It is switchable just like the 92 is, so you can switch it for the lefties onto the other side, or if you wanted to do a finger press on the release. The safety is ambidextrous. Does only have just a slide release on the one side as far as that goes. But serrations along the front of the trigger guard. There's serrations along the front of the grip, as long as serrations along the back of it. And then it does have a little bit of stippling on the side panels. Like I said, those are removable, so you can get aftermarket grip panels for the Beretta 92. I did get a spring kit that I'm going to put in here from Macarbo and see how compatible that is with the Beretta 92. And I'll do a little bit of feedback on that once I get that done. I'll also give you some feedback once I get it to the range. It does have a pick rail with one slot cut into it, so you could hang flashlight, laser, whatever you wanted from the bottom. Overall, I think it seems like a really nice gun. MSRP, I picked this one up, and this is after the COVID, or during the COVID, of November of 2020. And I picked it up right around $400 at my local gun place. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a nice addition to the collection. Thanks.